Hello, my friends. Dr. Rick Mabanta. How you doing today? I was working with a patient, and I was trying to explain to her that here's some good things to do to change to create a more healthy outcome in your life. And over the 30 years of practice, what I've discovered is that the most difficult thing is to get people to do the things that are necessary to improve their health. 90% of the conditions out there, heart disease, diabetes, gastrointestinal disorders, cancer, God forbid, are a result of lifestyle habitual activity. How you eat, how you think, how you move your body, how your structure and alignment is. Those all create an effect on your physiology and ultimately can result in pathological conditions or chronic disease processes in the long run. So the difficulty is, why everybody, understands to some degree why they should make these changes. If you ask the average person, what they should do to be healthy, they'll let you know that I should eat better, I should exercise more, I should rest more, I should drink more water. They know these things. Question is why don't they do that? And the answer is it's difficult sometimes because the way that we're genetically engineered and designed and the evolutionary traits we developed over the years. A lot of the tendencies that we have that drive our behavior, our attraction to carbohydrates and sweets, for example, is a very useful behavior if you're in a natural environment where there's not a lot of carbohydrates and sweets around. It can keep you alive. It can be an access to quick fuel. Same thing with activity. If you are more sedentary during the times when you're not gathering your food, when you're not hunting, you'll conserve energy for your next hunt or for your next food acquisition. So these natural tendencies, the tendency to be more fearful, for example, is a result of natural protection. If you can see where the danger is in your environment, if you can spot the tiger in the bush, you have a better chance of survival and staying alive. However, in a modern society, and you're perceiving threat all the time, your tigers are mortgage payments and problems with the children and family problems. You have that fear response or sympathetic nervous system response running all the time, which suppresses your gastrointestinal function, your immune function, your growth and enhancement modes, if you will. A more parasympathetic mode is more beneficial for healing and regeneration. So we're naturally engineered to have some negative behavior patterns. So knowing that, you can do some things to try to overcome those. So for example, with sugar, if you want to try to reduce the amount of simple carbohydrates, one of the things you can do is actually increase the amount of fat that you have in your diet. And more nutritional research is showing that if you increase the fat, you'll have a tendency to burn more fat, you'll gear your metabolism more towards a fat-burning metabolism, and you'll naturally reduce your tendency and your cravings for carbohydrates and sugars. The problem is with sugar, the more you have it, the more you want them. So, think about the holidays. We just had the holidays recently, Thanksgiving. Had a lot of sweets around the holidays, and you want more. You want to continue that trend. So it's hard to break that habit or pattern. So knowing your natural biomechanical or biochemical tendencies, you can use the substitutes of different macromolecules to create that change. So that's the area of nutrition. Changing behavior is necessary. The way that you think, perceiving perhaps problems as potential benefits. Have you ever had a problem in your life or something you were really concerned about, and it turned out that bad event maybe had you meet a new person that you needed to know to enhance your life, or something good may have come from that problem? You got in a car accident and you ended up with a new car. So things happen out of bad conditions. So gearing your thought process to understand and to look for the good within the bad is sometimes a good strategy to kind of override that constant fear mechanism, that constant sympathetic nervous system dominance. The other benefit of problems, quote unquote, is the skills and the tendencies and the strength you develop. So as a result of going through a challenge it can bring about qualities and skills and behaviors that will actually make you better equipped to handle the events that occur in your life. So there are benefits from bad things. Keep that in mind. Try to direct your thought process there, and you'll spend less time in that fear-dominated mindset or that sympathetic nervous system dominant function of your nervous system. So there's a little bit of a couple of biohacks there to think about when you're talking about changing your behavior to take on healthier activities. Physical activity. Start off slow. Just do something small that you can do consistently. I'm going to go for a walk for 10 minutes today. Do that every day and maybe increase it 5 minutes every week or every day, whatever works well for you. And what you'll discover is after you get into the habit of being physical, you'll not want to go without it. You'll notice that you feel so much better with the physical activity, and you'll start to create that association with physical activity. It will be a part of your life, and you'll feel worse if you don't go without it, if you go without it. If you spend any length of time without physical exercise, you'll notice that it will start to make you feel less energetic, less equipped to rest properly at night. So think about these little biohacks in terms of creating change in your body. You have to change things in a healthy direction in order to get healthier. If you continue to do what you've always done, you'll continue to get what you've always gotten. So it's kind of a insane behavior if we are always doing the same thing all the time and expecting a different result. If you continue to do what you're doing, your health will stay at the level it is or get worse perhaps. But if you want it to improve, we got to take on different behaviors. So I hope you give this some thought, and I'll see you next time. Take care.